Hi everyone, Amanda here with Moses and Me Card Company. Today we are going to showcase the cards we created using the Simon Says Stamp March 2023 card kit of the month called Happy Hello. But first let's take a look briefly what we get in the card kit. We get one sheet of 110 pound Nina Solar White. We get a sheet of Simon Says Smoke, and we get one sheet of Simon Says Stamp Peacock. Both of those are 100-pound cardstocks. We also get an A2 metallic envelope. It's a white envelope. We get some pattern papers. Let's see, these are from Simple Stories. Wildflower 6x8 paper. So we get here double-sided. Got some really pretty pastel colors. I like the mustards with the pinks and the blues. Just a really pretty pattern paper. This month we also get one sheet of, let's see here, Craft Consortium Bunnies paper. So on one side you have bunnies and on the other side you have bunnies. So there's that. We get, of course, our stamp set, which is called Happy Hello, which has this really pretty imagery on it. I look forward to playing around with that. We get a stamp pad in Tide Pool. This is part of their saturated inks. They're positively saturated ink. And we also get some Distress embossing glaze. This is Salvage Patina. So it's got a really pretty color that goes well with the colors in the kit. And then last but not least, I get a die, and this is called Happy Wishes. And of course we do get some hot hands from Simon Says Stamp. So that will help me emboss without burning my fingers. So anyway, there you have the contents of this month's kit. Let's take a look and see what cards we can create rather. Alright, so we made 6 very easy cards from this card kit. This is one that I kind of struggled with. I feel like I struggle with more of these than I don't. But in any case, I really like the pattern papers in this kit, so I started there. These were really pretty colors and I really liked the images, and so I brought in some cardstock from my stash that I felt like complemented the colors of the moths in the background, and just kind of married some pattern papers. I used some Love from Lizzie peel-offs that I had in my stash, and it's kind of like in that cornflower blue color, as well as some regular cardstock that I had that I thought went nicely with the blues and the yellows. And so just cut out the Happy Wishes die that we had in the kit and stacked that a couple of times, so that's got a little bit of dimension. Brought in some embellishments that I had in my stash, as well as this dragonfly. The dragonfly is from A Pocket Full of Happiness. I really like the lady that does all of these. She's got a great channel. But this creates several different size dragonflies that I just thought I would use. I haven't used that die set yet, so I just kind of wanted to utilize it, and it was sitting here on my desk and thought it kind of goes with the moth. It's not quite a moth, but maybe it fits in just enough. So there you have card number 1, a nice little birthday card for somebody. For card number 2, I wanted to use the stamp set, and again that die. So again, this is some more of the pattern papers that we got in the kit. This is the gray cardstock that we got in the kit, and I just stamped it with some navy ink that I have in my stash. It's that blue corn color from Tailored Expressions. I really have gushed about that ink. I really like that color. But anyway, I took some of my Nuvo drops and just kind of filled in little parts of the stamp set there just to give it some color, and just kind of, just a little bit of texture. I did make a little mistake with the heart, but I was able to scrape off that, and I just put a Doodlebug sticker there to kind of cover that up. I don't know what to say about that other than oops. So, in any case, I brought in some navy cardstock that I had in my stash. I think this is Indigo from Spellbinders. And there you have card number 2. And then this heart, of course, is popped up on some fun foam just to give it some dimension. I know several of the people that kind of crafted with it said that the nested round hearts would cut this out, and it does. I actually used these to cut out the biggest heart there. So that did work. My initial idea was to put it, kind of frame it out in this pattern paper, but I didn't quite like how that looked. So I had already cut that out and mounted it on fun foam. But didn't like how this heart looked in there. So I went with a different direction and just kind of mounted the original heart in there. But it doesn't have the dimension. So there's like a little bit of a frame around this little bird that I fussy cut out from the stamp. And I just stamped some happy birthday sentiment here. Framed that out with some Love from Lizzie peel-offs. And then used some of the gray cardstock we had and white heat embossed that with one of the sentiments as well. And then of course used another white enamel heart that I had from Doodlebug in my stash. And there you have card number 3. So I wasn't sure. I kind of feel like I need to add something to this just to finish it off, but I haven't yet found that yet. So we shall see. For card number, let's see if I can find a little happy I used with this guy. Be on my desk. Well, I'm not gonna worry about it. This was a birthday die that I brought in from my stash. This is Simon Says Stamp birthday, and I don't know if it came in another kit or if I just picked it up. But in any case, I had that sitting there, and I just really like this gold pattern paper and this gray pattern paper, and I just wanted to leave it neutral, and I wanted to include a bird with it, and I initially was going to put this bird on there just to keep within the card kit, but I didn't quite like how that bird looked, so I did come into my stash and pull out this little bird from Spellbinders. This is just a little chickadee. I thought he was cute, and he was just like the right size. And he's also covering up a mistake I made with some ink, so he has a dual purpose there. Brought some more Love from Lizzie peel-offs in there. This, of course, sentiment is stacked a little bit, so it's got a little bit of dimension, and then the bird has got some fun foam. And so I really liked how that turned out. So there's card number 4. Card number 5 again. Let me do this one first so it'll look better. Card number 5, I wanted to use the other stamps that we had in the kit, which I didn't, I just kind of didn't do anything too creative with this card, but just stamped them out with some ink that I have on hand, and then stamped a sentiment, popped that frame up on some fun foam, and then of course this is mounted on some of the pattern paper that we got in the kit. And this ribbon is just from my stash. And now I did bring in some stickers that I have just to kind of add a little bit of something extra to the card. So these little guys, I just kind of added around the flowers. I happen to have them in the colors that I stamped them, which is fortuitous because I did not even think about where to go with this. Once I stamped it, it was just like, now what? But these are epoxy flowers and epoxy hearts from Queen & Company, and they come in like a whole rainbow of colors. And so they ended up turning out pretty well. It kind of gives these flowers a little bit of dimension and some shine and just something extra. So there is a sending support card, and I just kind of thought that was a nice cheery card that you might send to somebody that just needs a pick-me-up, that needs a little support. So there you go. There's card number 5. Card number 6, of course, is more of the pattern paper. Again, that heart stamp that we had in the kit, which I really liked. I did want to try the Distressed Embossing Glaze. My color that came was Salvage Patina, which I thought went really nicely with the blues in the card, in the pattern papers rather. And so I just took some of the pattern paper that we got. This, of course, I brought in from my stash. This color here, I think this is Sea Glass from Simon Says Stamp. That's one of my favorite colors that I use a lot. And just kind of kept it in the blues. And so you have another birthday card. So there you have the 6 cards that we created using this month's card kit. This was a challenge for me. Let's see how I do with next month's card kit, which I think are the poppies. So wish me luck. But anyway, thank you as always for tuning in. I really appreciate it. Thank you guys for all your comments and support. I am so thankful that you guys are there and that you watch me. So thanks so much, and I look forward to next month, and I will chat with you guys real soon. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.